Hello, I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to this channel. In this video, I'm going to give you reasons why, as an African teacher, you should choose Moreland University for a teacher training program and to obtain a US teacher license. If this is the first time you're watching me, my name is David Wilson. I'm from Ghana. I've been teaching for the past 13 years in Ghana, Vietnam, and currently in Indonesia. I got a US teacher license through training from Moreland University, and in this video, I'm going to give you reasons why you should do the same thing. Let's get this video started. I created a Google Slides presentation to give you the reasons why you should choose Moreland University for a teacher preparation program and to obtain a US teacher license. But before we go into that presentation, there are some considerations I think anyone, especially if you're an African teacher, you should consider before you enroll in any online teacher preparation program. First, you should check if the program is accredited. You check the cost involved. How long will it take you to complete the program? You check if you get any support from the program. You find out if you need official English test scores to meet the English language proficiency for whatever program you are enrolling in. In fact, Moreland University didn't require me to present any official English language test. I gave Moreland University a writing sample and it was used as part of my application documents. So I didn't have to submit IELTS scores or anything. Also, you have to check if there is any community, if there is any global community for that online program. You have to look at how flexible the program is, the cost involved. Do they have any flexible payment options? And there are so many other considerations that you should consider before you enroll in any strictly online teacher preparation program to obtain a US teacher license. With this out of the way, now let's get to my presentation where I give you some reasons why you should consider Moreland University for a teacher preparation program and to obtain a US teacher license. So this is going to be in the form of a lesson, so be ready for some questions and then you answer the questions in the comment section. So yeah, I'm going to tell you why African teachers should consider Moreland University for a US teacher license. So these are the learning objectives. You can pause the screen and then read the objectives, but let's head right into it. Some of the key vocabulary you see in this lesson include the following: accreditation, that is the official recognition that a program meets high standards set by a governing body; reciprocity, the acceptance of a teaching license from one location, example a US state, by another country or another US state or an international school; clinical practice, that is the practical teaching experience in a classroom guided by a mentor. And then the last one is transcript evaluation, the process of assessing foreign academic qualifications to meet US standards. Why do you have to consider a US teacher license? First, you have a global recognition. The US teacher license is respected worldwide. I taught in Vietnam for almost 6 years, and all the schools in Vietnam do respect licenses from the US. It opens doors for international teaching opportunities. I'm currently teaching here in Indonesia, and the US teacher license I hold is part of the reasons why I am here, of course, and then it will enhance your professional credibility. It will also give you access to better paying jobs. I need not explain this further. And it also give you a pathway to leadership positions. And it will definitely demonstrate your expertise in teaching. So there are several reasons why you should consider a US teacher license. Now, what sets Moreland University apart? The program is fully online and accessible from anywhere. It is accredited by DEAC and CAEP. I'll talk a bit about these very soon. And then the student community in Moreland, they are diverse. They are coming from all over the world. Now, let's talk about accreditation. Moreland University's programs, they are recognized by the DEAC and then CAEP. DEAC stands for Distance Education Accrediting Commission, and then CAEP stands for Council for the Accreditation of Educator Preparation. These institutions, they make sure that whatever training you are getting meets rigorous US standards, and the certificates you gain after your completion is recognized in the States and in different parts of the world. So this is why you need an accredited program. Now, Moreland University's programs, they are very flexible online teaching. So if you are African, or if you're an African teacher from any part of the world, you can access their program from anywhere in Africa, from any part of the world. I was in Vietnam when I did their program, and it was very flexible. They have multiple start dates and the class times. You choose a schedule that fits your situation, your work, and then your personal situation. You choose a schedule that fits your situation. That's exactly what I did when I did my Moreland University teacher preparation program. Of course, it will save you time on travel, on visa, and then living costs. You're not going to live in the US, so wherever you find yourself, you'll be able to access this program, and you save time on these costs. Of course, you save money too. And then you can do these programs whilst you are teaching. I was teaching in Vietnam when I enrolled and completed the program. So this is very flexible. Now, how long does it take for you to complete Moreland University's programs? The Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program takes 9 months to complete, and after that, you can apply for a US teacher license. But even within the 9 months, especially the last 3 months, you can start gathering all the documents you need to apply for a US teacher license. And you are normally given guidance by the faculty members of Moreland. I'll talk a bit about that later. Again, this program is ideal for working professionals. And they also have master's degree options. I did, in addition to the Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program, I did their master's in educational technology, and I must confess that I'm using some of the things I learned from their master's program to date. In fact, this presentation I'm presenting to you guys on right now, I used an AI tool to create the presentation within minutes, and I got this information. I learned this during the master's degree program with Moreland. That is the master's degree program in educational technology. So you may want to check their master's degree programs out. Again, Moreland University, they have candidates from all over the world, from 100 plus countries, and normally the cohort members you meet in the program, you'll be doing collaborative works, and you really have a lot to learn, and you get to exchange rich culture between your cohort members and then your faculty instructors. Now, like I mentioned, this is going to be like a lesson, so I need you to just discuss this and then leave your answers in the comment section. How could a US teaching license change your career opportunities in Africa or abroad? Share your thoughts in the comment section. You may want to write something like, a US teaching license significantly broadens opportunities, allowing access to international schools and better paying roles. It enhances professional credibility and opens pathways to leadership positions in education. Such a license demonstrates a commitment to high educational standards, which is valued globally. Clinical practice. Moreland University's Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program allows you to complete the teaching practice in your current school, and you'll be mentored by a local teacher or a mentor or an instructor approved by Moreland University. So even though the program is online, it's fully online. When it comes to your clinical practice, you'll be doing it in your current school or in a school that accepts you to do your clinical practice in, and this will be approved by Moreland. So take note of that. And then also, Moreland University has a huge support for international candidates. When I was doing the program, I had a dedicated program manager to me. He answered all my questions. We had a couple of Zoom calls to, talk about a few issues concerning my continuation in the program, because I had to pause the program for some time. He was very understanding. Moreland was also very understanding. And again, I cannot overemphasize the support I received from Moreland University when I was doing their program. So they have a dedicated program managers that will guide you through the program. And when it comes to transcript evaluation, they have an extensive information tab that will give you information about the evaluation bodies that will be able to evaluate your transcripts that are accepted in the US. So you get a lot of support for that too. And then also when you complete the program, in fact, prior to you completing the program, you get guidance as to the requirements to apply for the license in any of the states that you choose to be licensed in. You get guidance, they will tell you the requirements you need. And of course, you get faculty support throughout your studies. The instructors for each module, they are very supportive. One very important asset Moreland University has is their Facebook community. So this is Moreland University's Facebook community, that is the Teach Now community. This is private for current Moreland University candidates and then alumni. When you come to this place, you get a lot of information. For instance, I think on the 5th of June, there's this alumni, there's this guy who did a license renewal using the DC route, and I've actually saved this because in 2028, I would have to renew my US teacher license. So when you come to this community, you get a lot of information. If you are looking for jobs, from time to time, people post jobs here. We have some school managers in this group, and they do like to work with Moreland University candidates. So this is a very huge resource. I think not so many people talk a lot about. So you may want to check and consider this when applying to Moreland University. So you can check this community out later. Once you complete the Teach Now teacher preparation program, you would have to apply for a US teacher license. And like I mentioned earlier, you'll be given guidance as to how you navigate through the requirements and where to get some of these documents for your teacher license application. In fact, if you check my previous videos on my channel, I talked about how and where to get this document from. So you may want to check these videos out. But Moreland University will definitely give you guidance as to what documents you need to apply for a US teacher license from which of the states, from any of the states that you choose. When it comes to the fees, I can say that the fees are affordable when you compare it to other teacher preparation programs in the US, and they have flexible payment options. I paid, when I was doing mine, I did a payment monthly, and they have scholarships available for eligible candidates or students. And their costs, they are very transparent. You know what you are getting yourself into, and you prepare accordingly in advance. Now, here are some questions I'd like to ask you. The first one, what is one key reason a US teaching license is beneficial for African teachers according to this lesson? You can pause this screen and then look at the other questions, and then you answer in the comment section. I think it is important to mention that one reason why you should choose any teacher preparation program is to give you real-world success stories. And I can give you some few examples. One example is a Kenyan science teacher that I know of who is currently teaching in Dubai after completing the Moreland University Teach Now teacher preparation program and got a US teacher license. And the first example here is actually from me, a teacher from Ghana. I'm from Ghana. I was teaching in Vietnam, and I enrolled in Moreland University's Teach Now teacher preparation program. The schools I taught at in Vietnam, they were bilingual schools, not real international schools. But after I gained the US teacher license through the Moreland University teacher preparation program, I got an international school job here in Indonesia, Jakarta here in Indonesia. And again, like I mentioned earlier, this job wouldn't have been successful if I had no US teacher license. So these are real-world success stories you should consider when you're applying for Moreland University's Teach Now teacher preparation program or any of their master's programs. Now, these are some few questions I'd like you to answer. Is this true or false, and why? Moreland University only offers a master's degree option for teacher certification, which typically takes over a year to complete. Is this true or false? This is obviously false, because their master's program usually takes less than a year to complete, and the Teach Now teacher preparation program takes 9 months to complete. So that is why this is false. So in summary, We can say that Moreland University will provide you an opportunity to get a US teacher license, which is globally respected for career advancement. Moreland University's programs, they are fully online, they are flexible and affordable, and they have very flexible monthly payment options. Moreland University is fully accredited, and they do have high quality education and training. And they have a strong support for international candidates and students, and they have opportunities for practical and real-world teaching experience. Moreland University, I believe it is your pathway to global teaching success. These are the reasons I could think of at the time of recording this video as to why you should choose Moreland University for a teacher preparation program and a US teacher license. Is there any other reason I left out? Is there any anyone should make before they choose any online teacher preparation program? I would appreciate your thoughts in the comment section. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, I would appreciate a like, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload, you'll be notified. Until my next video, you take care. Bye-bye.